I'm an author, a motivational speaker, as well as an entrepreneur and the founder of the No More Silence Domestic Violence Awareness Foundation. I am the editor-in-chief of Your City magazine as well. In my magazine, we like to feature the unsung heroes of your city, the authors, the business owners, the advocates, and the community activists who are out here working hard to bring changes in your community that often go unseen. A new magazine coming to upstate South Carolina.
Nice. And my name is Mike Miles, y'all know, from Charlotte, Hollywood Life. We're extending our arms all the way down to South Carolina, where Beverly and I are speaking today about
working together in the future.
Working together in the future. Behind us, we have our first film director and lead, Crystal.
She's doing an amazing job.
She's doing an amazing job. You get us, and all the footage will be on her. So
if I don't look right, we get her.
We will give her a call. All right. So we're here today to talk about future planning, but what brought us together was the Your City magazine. And Beverly, can you tell us a little bit about Your City magazine and what is it about?
It's about featuring the unsung heroes in our communities, in your city, wherever it is across the United States, your city. As I was telling you before, like myself, I do a lot of work in the community for domestic violence, as well as being an author. A lot of my books are based on different subjects. So I go out and I speak to people about the different things. I've even spoken to people about suicide, child abuse, and different things like that that I write about. And a lot of times I come across people that are like, I've never heard of you. I'm also recurring on TMZ Live, which is a live television show, periodically, and people still don't know who I am. So it made me think, how many other people out here in these communities working hard, doing things not just for themselves, but for other people that are unknown.
Okay.
So my magazine was thought of to highlight those people who needs to get recognition for what they're doing.
So when you say unsung, what categorized for a person to be unsung?
If they feel like they're not getting the recognition that they deserve, that makes them unsung to me. Even if I know them, but if they don't feel like enough people know them or enough people know about what they're doing, to me that's unsung, because you have to feel that in you.
Okay. And what cities have you started, or what's your city platform from city to city?
Right now, I started in Spartanburg, of course, because
Spartanburg.
That's where I live.
All right.
I extended it to the upstate because although I live in Spartanburg now, I lived in Gaffney for many, many years. That's where a lot of my family and my friends are. So my first my first issue right now will feature a domestic violence advocate here in Spartanburg on the cover. And then I have a few more people in there. Right now the first issue was going to have more of the upstate South Carolina, the Spartanburg, the Gaffney, Greenville areas. I have one person from Atlanta who asked me about it, so I may extend it to Atlanta, but I don't have a specific area. If your city, if you want to be highlighted, then we want you in it, and I will make sure that the magazine gets distributed in your area so your friends and family can purchase it as well.
Okay. And I'm hearing like South Carolina, North Carolina, your city, are we doing this coastal or nationwide, worldwide? How far are we going to take this platform?
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping even if your city is in Paris, guess what? We want the magazine there.
That's awesome. Sounds like you can be very busy in the near future.
Yeah, pretty busy, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited because I know that it's going to provide a platform for people who are working so hard. I know how hard it is. You have families, you have a regular job for the most part, and you have this dream that you really are trying to get off the ground, but all the work you're doing is not getting recognized. So this magazine is going to provide that for you.
Okay. Now, I'm hearing a lot of domestic violence. So is the magazine geared to that, or just a part of a segue topic that you would like to slide into your publication?
It's something I'll probably slide in. The magazine is not going to be simply about that. I will mention it, especially in this first issue, since November is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. The magazine's coming out in domestic in that month, in November.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
November is Domestic
Violence
Violence Month.
Awareness Month.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted to make sure that, no, I'm sorry, excuse me. October is Domestic Violence
October.
Awareness Month. November is Epilepsy Awareness Month, which I am also an advocate of that as well. I have epilepsy myself.
Okay.
I get them confused because the ribbons are purple, and I do so much for both. But back to domestic violence. I want to keep that open because so many people still don't like to talk about it. So many people are ashamed or afraid to be judged, so they suffer in silence. So I decided that no more silence. Like with myself, I was so ashamed, even though my domestic violence was over 20 years ago. Been past it, doing well, but I never talked about it. Some of my closest people never knew I went through that.
Kept it all inside.
Kept it all inside. And then when my friend was murdered last year, it opened up this thing like, as close as we were, she never even knew I went through it.
Oh, man.
You know, and I was like, us being quiet is not helping anyone else. We have to talk about it. We have to tell these people
Gotta
that.
talk.
Right.
Talk to somebody.
Right. You have to tell these people that okay, I've been through it. Because a lot of times they say too, I'm not gonna make it. They take care of me. They take care of everything. So you can. It was hard, but you can make it. And I want to be the example of that.
Okay. Now, you said epilepsy, domestic violence. I'm sure you're a wife,
Yeah.
a mother. How are you juggling all these responsibilities?
Luckily, all my children are adults. They're grown. That's the good thing. Although I have 2 granddaughters, they have an amazing mom and dad. So, you know, I'm not one of those grandmothers who have to take care of my grandkids. I can spoil them and send them home. But my husband is very, very understanding. He's super supportive. Anything I want to do, he has my back. And if that means I'm slacking somewhere, he'll say, okay, I'll take care of it because I see what you're doing. And that's how it's easier to juggle it when you have that backup.
Have a support staff.
You have a support system.
Now, the fact that you have personal support, how is your business being supported?
It's funny because I get a lot of support elsewhere. In my own community, I do have some people that support me. I have just one person in particular, Shonda. We're not Shonda. I'm not gonna give her last name because I don't know if she wants to. But,
Okay.
But she knows who she is, and everybody really that has been to any of my events knows her. We're not the everyday talk on the phone friend. Never hang out, but anytime I'm having an event, she's the first person that she's like, I'm gonna help you. What do you need? And I know that. And she's like, do not come until I'm done. I'm like, no, I gotta do it.
And we're back. All right, Beverly and I are talking about Your City Magazine, and the question right now is, she has a support staff when it comes to her business, and she's going to further explain what kind of support staff that she does have. So, who is supporting you in this business frontier that you have, and what is your plan for moving forward?
Right now, I do everything by myself. I don't have a staff. So if you have some skills, hit me up. If you need something to do on the weekends. But I do have friends and family that I can call on those times when I'm having those bigger events. I can pull some people together that I know are going to be there for me. And like I said, I do it all by myself right now.
And you being from Gaffney and now Spartanburg for a while, so you pretty much have a history. So reaching out to people, which shouldn't be a problem.
No, for the most part, it's not. If I ask, I can normally get the help that I need. It's the asking, and it's because I'm so hands-on. I feel like if it's gonna be right, I'm gonna have to be the one to do it. But I do have people I can call on if I do.
Awesome, that's good. And Your City Magazine, what brings us together today?
I want to bring it to Charlotte. And I felt like you were the best person to help me with that. I know you have a big fan base with all the things that you're doing. You have a lot of contacts. And I want to highlight the people in your city too.
Okay, and for those who don't know, my name is Mike Miles, and I do Hollywood Life out of Charlotte, North Carolina, where I promote all the entertainers, maybe models, comedians, actors, actresses, directors, producers, screenwriters, so on and so forth. As long as it's part of the movie platform, I have a venue in place to put out those talents to the city as well as reaching worldwide right now. So I guess with that media platform, her and I connection as far as the magazine can be monumental if we put our efforts together. So I understand, and I'm looking forward to working on that project. I really am.
I am too.
So the fact that we are working together and I have the resources and you have some resources, our collaborative resources, what do you envision in the near future?
I envision just some more production as far as short stories. We discussed that. That goes back to my writer side. I am a writer. I'm a 5-time published author. I do have this whole chest of short stories that I've written that I would love to see in production, and I know that you're the perfect guy for that. I know.
She got taste.
And I know that as far as the magazine, you can visually help me make it, look as good as the ones on the stands that people are buying, that people, that are so mainstream. And that's what I want for Your City magazine.
Cool beans. And where are we currently?
We're in Spartanburg, South Carolina. We're at the Cleveland Park. Beautiful space out here.
Yeah, I used to come down to Cleveland Park when I was a little man, a young boy, because I have family down here, and Cleveland Park has totally changed. I was here when they had train to go around the park. The tracks are trained, the basketball court is all gone. It's been immaculified, is that a good word? It's been updated.
Look, I know what you mean.
It's been updated. It's been updated, so it's a beautiful place here. So you've never been to Cleveland Park?
Yeah,
what's the word? Beautified?
Yeah.
That word, beautified. Yeah, so if you come to Cleveland Park, it's very serene and very peaceful. We're under the gazebo with awesome light. So you're in the area, come check it out. It's a beautiful place. And before we close, and I'm sure we're going to meet again, as far as Your City magazine, how did it get started? And when will be your next time you'll be moving towards Charlotte?
It got started just as a thought one night. And it's funny because when God has a hand in it, it's just perfect. I created the logo, I created the name, I really created the whole template and layout of the magazine in a matter of a couple of hours.
Nice.
And I knew that was too perfect for me. So I knew that it was God, and I knew that it was something that was going to work and that was going to be beneficial to people. So it's going to be a quarterly magazine. The first one comes out in November. The next one comes out in February 2020, which I would love to feature couples that are in business together and couples who are just building something together. No matter what it is, if you run an organization together, if both of you are teachers or whatever, that's my goal for that feature.
Actually, that's beautiful. I like that.
That's what I want to do.
Okay. And since we're closing out, tell me your name again, how you spell it, and all your contact information. It's
Beverly N. Vercher. The N stands for Nicole for some of my people that call me Nicole. And the last name is spelled V as in Victor, E-R-C-H-E-R. And my email address where you can contact me is author@gmail.com. Also, you can contact me through the yourcitymagazine@gmail.com email. You want me to give my social media? Oh, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. That's Beverly N. Vercher or author Beverly N. Vercher. You can find me either way on all of those.
Awesome. And once again, I'm Mike Miles. Brent Gaskins and I are doing Hollywood Life. Hollywood Life is put us in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And we're working with Beverly in Your City magazine. So until then, to the next time, stay tuned. We got some more coming. Thank you, Crystal, for being our first cameraman and lead. She did an awesome job, and we'll be getting back to you really soon. All right, thank you guys.
Bye-bye.